Good evening, baseball fans. You are here with Ken on Yankees The Ugly Truth. Tonight, we're going to be doing our live play by play of the Yankees facing off against the Minnesota Twins at Target Field in Minnesota. And I'm going to get right to it and start with our lineup this evening. If you have not heard, Trent Grisham will be in center field leading off, hitting .237. In the two hole will be the captain, Aaron Judge, playing right field, hitting .326. Cody Bellinger will be in left field, hitting out of the three hole, hitting .276. Giancarlo Stanton will be DHing, hitting .271. Jazz Chisholm will be hitting in the five hole, playing second base, hitting .244. Paul Goldschmidt will be at first base, hitting in the six hole at .278. Ryan McMahon will be hitting in the seven hole, playing third base at .217. Jose Caballero will once again be manning the shortstop position, hitting out of the eight hole, hitting .233. And behind the dish and hitting in the nine hole is Austin Wells at .210. On the bump for the Yankees is going to be Carlos Rodón, going for his 17th win of the season. And for the Minnesota Twins, they're going to have Buxton playing center field leading off. Martin will be in left field, hitting out of the two hole. Ketchel will be playing second base, hitting out of the three hole. Lewis will be at third base, hitting out of the cleanup spot. Wallner will be in right field, hitting out of the five hole. McCusker will be DHing. Lee will be playing shortstop, hitting out of the seven hole. Murata will be behind the dish, hitting out of the eight hole. And Julian will be at first base, hitting out of the nine hole. And on the bump for the Twins is going to be Woods Richardson. My anticipations for this evening's event is going to be a convincing win by the Yankees. I'd like to give a shout out to some of the folks that are here. Nancy, Jacob Petruzzi, Nathan, Jay, Just Minx. Appreciate y'all, and Ronald Duffy. I am doing fantastic. Looking forward to calling a good game for our Yankees this evening. How we feeling? We just finished our 12-game swing against playoff contending teams, and we went 7-5, taking 3 of the series. So I'm pretty happy with that. We are just a couple of minutes before game time, and I'm going to go over the active scoreboard right now. In the top of the fourth, the Cubs are beating the Pirates 3-0. In the bottom of the fourth, the Braves lead the Nationals 2-1. Heading to the bottom of the first, the Jays and the Rays are locked up at zeros. And that is our active scoreboard for right now. What are we anticipating, folks? What are we expecting tonight? And it looks like Woods Richardson is heading to the mound to throw the last of his warm-ups as the rest of the Twins take the field. Our bench tonight is going to consist of Slater, Volpe, Dominguez, Rice, and Rosario. What do you know? About to go. And let's see. Woods Richardson is coming up On his 20th start of the season, he's 6-4 with a 4.58 ERA. Opponents are hitting .249. He has 84 strikes with 41 walks, so that walk to strikeout ratio is not very good. Hey, Sean, how you doing? How you doing? And in the first game of the Monday night set, the Texans lead the Buccaneers 10-7. Buccaneers have the ball at the Texans' 49-yard line. There's 14:55 left in the game, or in the first half. So I'll provide you with some updates during this game and the next if we're still on. Before we start, I'd like to thank everyone for taking time to support the channel and come out and listen to a little bit of baseball on your Monday night. Your support is most appreciated. And for those of you that are here listening in the background, if you could please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Like I said, your support is most appreciated. And let's see, Jay is saying that he expects a great ball game and hopefully not a squash win. And Grishbaum steps into the box. And the first pitch is a four-seamer just off the plate. His four-seamer was at 91 miles an hour. Grisham's hitting .237 on the season with 30 home runs, 64 RBIs, and an .806 OPS. Richardson sets, and he fires, and the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 1-1. Richardson sets and fires, and this one is fouled straight back. Count is now 1-2. On Joe with NY Yankee Mania, I had a prediction that Aaron Judge was going to hit a four-bagger in his first at-bat in the first inning. We're going to find out if I know anything. Richardson sets, and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-2. Deuce. Sean Barber has 12 Major League seasons in, and he is a fairly hitter-friendly umpire. And Richardson sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is going to do it for Grisham, and that is the first out of the inning. And the first pitch from Richardson to the Judge is down low. And I forgot to say it. All rise. The Judge is in his chamber. Richardson sets, and he fires, and the next pitch is a slider down, low and away. It bounces away from the catcher. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway. A lollipop slider at 84 miles an hour. Captain is hitting .335 on the season, 13 home runs, 41 RBI. Actually, that's in the last month. And the pitch is inside. Hey, Yassine. John, appreciate you being here. Laura, and the pitch is a slider off the plate, and that is going to be a walk. So did not get my home run prediction right off the bat. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. It is 80 degrees in Minneapolis, 65% humid, so it is hot. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is foul tipped into the catcher's glove. Belly's hitting .276 on the season, 28 home runs, 93 RBIs, and an 828 OPS. Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees. Let's go Yankees.
Richardson sets and he fires, and Belly fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-2. Let's do it. And Richardson sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is a towering pop-up. And the Lee is going to make the catch in short center field. That is the second out. Coming up to bat is big Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton is hitting .271 on the season, 20 home runs, 49 RBIs, and a .932 OPS. And Richardson sets, fires, and the pitch is a slider in there for call. Strike one, catches the outside portion of the plate. Count is 0-1. Richardson sets and he fires, and the splitter catches the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 0-2. And Richardson sets. Pitch is out of the way, and it is, wow, definitely in the strike zone, but it's called ball one. Count is 1-2. And Richardson sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is evened at 2-2. And Richardson sets, pitches all the way, and he catches the outside corner with a slider for call, strike three, and that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the first inning. So the Yankees leave a runner on base, and the Twins are coming up to bat. And in the Buccaneers Texans game, Tampa Bay just scores a touchdown. So the score is now 13-10 before they make their extra point attempt. La 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 la. And to quote my grandson, let's go Yankees. Coming up to bat for the Twins should be Buxton, Martin, and Keishel. And Rodón is heading to his 31st start of the year. He is 16-8. Opponents are hitting 188 against him, which is the lowest batting average against any major league pitcher in baseball. And Rodon sets, and the first pitch is hit to center fielder Trent Grisham with Grishbaum makes no move, and that is going to do it for the first at batter. One pitch and one out. Coming to bat is Martin. He's hitting .295 on the season, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, and a .790 OPS. And the first pitch to Martin is a fastball that catches the outside corner. Count is 0-1. I started a YouTube channel, Jay, because I had called play-by-plays with NFE on the strike zone last year. I had been following Max Coverage TV for a few years, and they actually recommended that I start doing play-by-plays. So I started the channel up, started doing play-by-plays. I have open panels on Tuesdays and Thursdays for folks to come up. And the pitch is down low. Count is even at deuce. And I pose questions for folks to consider and reply to in the form of videos. And the ball is chapped to third base. McMahon sets and he fires it across the diamond to Goldschmidt for the second out of the inning. Does that answer your question, Jay? Luke Keeschel is coming up to bat. He's hitting .314 on the season, 4 home runs, 26 RBIs with an .858 OPS. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is called. Strike one. I think that was just a bit off the plate. Count is 0-1. Hey, Cold Italian Pizza, how you doing, brother? And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. And Rodon sets and fires, and the fastball is just off the plate. Count is 1-2. Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is chopped foul down the third base line. Count is going to remain 1-2. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we're in the bottom of the first. The score is 0-0. There are 2 outs with no runners on, and Luke Keeschel is up to bat. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is evened at deuce. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain deuce. Hey, NES, how you doing? I appreciate that, Jay. My dad was a huge Yankees fan. Rodon sets, and he fires, and the pitch is chopped weakly to McMahon. McMahon fires across the diamond, and that is going to do it for the Twins in the bottom of the third or first. Coming. They're looking at this, and they're not going to challenge it, but it looked very close. Coming up to the bat for the Yankees in the top of the second is going to be Jazz Chisholm, Paul Goldschmidt, and Ryan McMahon. Looking at what Richardson is bringing, he is certainly not going to overpower any Yankee hitters. Well, me personally, NES, I'm skeptical that Volpe will play the remainder of the season. So, for those of you who have just hopped into our stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Your support is most appreciated. We are currently at 364 subscribers, looking to make our next benchmark of 375. So hopefully we can do that in the not too near distant future. Any support that you can provide to help us obtain that goal will be most appreciated. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. And the first pitch to go to Jazz is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. And Richardson sets, he fires, and he paints the outside corner. Count is 0-2. And Jazz swings and misses for strike three. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Jazz. That was a horrible at-bat. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. Richardson sets, and he fires, and the slider is down in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Goldie is hitting .278 on the season, 10 home runs, 43 RBIs, and a .743 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and Goldie hammers this one into left field for the first hit of the night for the Yankees. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. McMahon is hitting .217 on the season, 19 home runs, 51 RBIs, and a .704 OPS. And Richardson sets and fires, and the first pitch is foul down the third base line. Count is 0-1. McMahon is in a bit of a slump. And the next pitch is on the way. And it looks like it was definitely a strike, but it's called ball one. Count is even at 1-1. Richardson sets, and he makes a pickoff attempt of Goldie at first. Goldie is back in head first, safe. McMahon's back in the box. Count is 1-1. And Richardson sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is chopped to the second baseman. It is fired to second and not going to be in time for the relay. So the Yankees are still going to have McMahon at first. Goldie is cut down at second. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. Cabby is hitting .233 on the season, 5 home runs, 35 RBIs, and a .677 OPS. And Richardson sets. He fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Catches the top of the strike zone. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Splitter was down in the dirt. Count is 0-2. And Richardson sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is tap foul. Count is going to remain 0-2. Here in the bottom of the second, there are 2 outs with a runner at first. And the pitch is down low. And Goldschmidt is going to steal second base. Or McMahon, excuse me. There is no throw. So the Yankees have their first runner in scoring position. Richardson sets, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And Richardson sets. Checks on the runner at second, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now evened at 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is tapped to the shortstop. Lee fires it to Julian to record the third out of the inning. No runs, a hit. Yankees are going to leave a runner on base. As we head to the bottom of the second, Lewis, Wallner, and McCusker are coming up to bat. John, I'm not sure. I called what I saw. I thought it was a splitter. Hey, Ronald, welcome to the stream. I'm going to go to our active scoreboard. As you know, in this game, we are locked up at 0-0, going to the bottom of the second. Heading into the top of the sixth, the Cubs lead the Pirates 3-0. In the top of the fifth, the Braves lead the Nationals 5-1. In the bottom of the third, the Rays lead the Blue Jays 1-0. In the bottom of the second, the White Sox are leading the Orioles 1-0. In the top of the second, the Reds lead the Cardinals 1-0. And it looks like they're about to start the Astros and the Rangers games. We'll give you further updates as the evening progresses. There's about 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half. The Bucks lead the Texans 14-10. And it looks like that It is 4th and 9, and the Bucks will be punting away to the Ranger or to the Texans. Yo, NFE, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you being here. Royce Lewis is coming up to bat. He's hitting .237 on the season, 12 home runs, 45 RBIs. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Nice 93-mile-an-hour fastball. And Rodón sets. Pitch is down low. Count is even at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that is down low for ball 2. Count is 2-1. And Rodón sets, fires, and the next pitch is off the plate. Count is now 3-1. All right, Carlos, come on. You got to pitch in front of these guys. You cannot give them free base runners. Rodón sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and driven to left field. Bellinger is on the run, and he's going to make the play on the warning track for the first out of the inning. Hey, Daver, what you up to, brother? Wallner is coming up to bat. He's hitting .204 on the season, 22 home runs, 40 RBIs, and a .781 OPS. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Hey, Dev, how's it going? Rodón sets, and he fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is evened at 1-1. Rodón sets and fires, and the sweeper or slider is off the plate. Count is 2-1. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to go to deuce. And Wallner takes time out. And we're going to reset and do it all over again. Rodón sets, and he fires, and the pitch is just out of the strike zone. Count is 3-2. And Rodón sets, fires, and the pitch is down low for ball 4. So Wallner's going to strip his gear off and head to first base. Coming up to bat is their DH, McCusker. McCusker's hitting .167 on the season, no home runs, no RBIs, .333 OPS, and he has 9 games under his belt, so he is truly one of the rookies that they called up. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and it catches the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Rodón sets, and he fires, and the pitch is a changeup that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. McCusker takes time out. I will tell you what, this kid that's batting is huge. He's tall. He's head and shoulders taller than the umpire. And Rodón sets. And he fires, and this pitch is a towering pop-up. Jazz is tracking it and is going to have it in shallow right field for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Lee. La 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 la. Lee's hitting 235 on the season, 14 home runs, 58 RBIs, and a 652 OPS. And Rodón sets. And the slider is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Rodón sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the play, and the runner is going to take off, and the throw is not in time. So that is a stolen base for Wallner. And the count is 1-1. And Rodón sets. Checks on the runner at second. And the pitch is chopped to Rodón. Rodón turns and fires to Goldschmidt to record the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Twins in the bottom of the second. Coming up to bat for our New York Yankees is going to be Austin Wells, Trent Grisham, and Aaron Judge. For those of you who have just hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. So how are we feeling about the game? A little bit of a slow start, but now we're heading to the top of the lineup, and they've seen this guy at least once. So are they going to charge him up? That's awfully quiet this evening. Yeah, the first pitch to Wells is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Richardson sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Wells is hitting .210 on the season, 21 homers, 66 RBIs, and a 704 OPS. Richardson sets, and the pitch is way inside. Count is evened at deuce, deuce. What color is your goose? And the pitch is on the way, and Wells is called out on strike. So Wells is doing what he's doing. That is Wells's 5th consecutive strikeout in a row. 4 in his last game, and this one. Grisham is up to bat, and the first pitch is on the way. And it looks like it paints the strike zone to me, but call ball 1. Grisham is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. Richardson sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. And Richardson sets, and he fires, and the fastball paints the outside corner for call, strike 1. Count is now 2-1. And the pitch is a splitter down low. Count is now 3-1. Richardson sets, and he fires, and the pitch is down low and away. That's going to be ball 4. Does Grisham strips his gear off and heads to first base. The captain is coming up to bat. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. He walked in his first appearance. For those of you just joining the stream, we are in the top of the 3rd. There is 1 out with a runner at first, and the captain is up to bat. Richardson sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a slider that's called strike 1, catches the top of the strike zone. And Richardson sets, and this one is driven to right field. Wallner is sitting there waiting on it, so that is the 2nd out. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. He is 0 for 1 on the night. And the first pitch is out of the way, and it catches the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Belly's 0 for 1 on the day with a pop out in the first. Richardson sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. And Richardson sets, and the fastball is down low. Count is now 2-1. Richardson sets, and he fires to first base. Grisham is in there standing up. Not sure exactly why he threw over. Grisham didn't have a lead. And Richardson sets. Pitch is on the way. And it is inside. Count is now 3-1. And Richardson sets, and the ball is popped up And that is going to just make it over the screen. Count is now 3-2. And the pitch is out of the way, and Bellinger swings and misses for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the third. Coming up to bat is Parada, Julian, and Buxton. 8, 9, and 1. And in the Buccaneers Texans game, they've gone to half. Score is 14-10 Buccaneers. Going to the bottom of the sixth, the Cubs lead the Pirates 4-0. In the top of the sixth, the Braves lead the Nationals 6-1. In the top of 4, the Rays lead the Jays 1-0. In the top of the third, the Orioles are down to the Sox 1-0. In the bottom of the third, the Reds lead the Cardinals 3-1. And in the bottom of the first, the Astros lead the Rangers 2-0. Next games on the hopper are going to be the Giants and the Diamondbacks at 9:40, and the Phillies and the Dodgers at 10:10. And if you happen to notice, a lot of players are wearing the number 21 patch on their uniforms, and that is for Roberto Clemente Day. And Rodón sets. First pitch is swung on and foul tipped into the glove of Wells. Paredes is hitting 236, no home runs, 4 RBIs, and a 642 OPS. And Rodón sets, and the pitch was down low. Count is 1-1. Rodón sets and fires, and that is ripped down the left field line, and that is going to make it to the wall. Bellinger is hustling and going to fire it into third. So Prada has a leadoff double. First hit for the Twins tonight. That was a cement mixer cutter from Rodón. Julian is hitting 195 on the season, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, and a 589 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and it catches the outside strike zone. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Rodón sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is deuce, deuce. What color is your goose? And Rodón sets and fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is now full. 3-2. Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is lined up the middle. Dash feels it, or Caballero feels it, knocks it down, and throws to Goldschmidt at first base for the out, not before the runner advances to third. So there is one out with a runner at third. And it looks like the Twins are challenging the play at first. And the call is overturned, and he is safe at first. So the Twins have runners at first and third with nobody out. Buxton is up to bat, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is down low for ball one. Count is 1-1. Yankees are playing the infield back for the double play. Hey, Ray, how you doing, brother? And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is about a 56-foot pitch that bounces in the dirt. Count is now 2-1. Good block by Wells. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is now 2-2. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. Deuce, deuce. What color is the goose? Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to be the first out of the inning. And the first pitch is on the way to Martin. Count is 1-0. Martin is 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out in the first inning. Rodón sets and fires, and he paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Count is evened at 1-1. Rodón sets and he fires. The pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is foul tipped into the glove of Wells. Count is now evened at 2-2. And the Martin takes time out. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off straight into the backstop. Count remains 2-2. Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is now full, 3-2. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hit right up the middle. Jazz is going to, damn it. Caballero is going to flip it to Jazz. Jazz throws it at Goldschmidt's feet. It gets away from him. And the Twins are going to score a run. So the Twins have jumped out to a 1-0 lead. Caballero took a long time getting the relay to Jazz at second. This definitely should have been a double play. So, and Rodón throws over to first. And Rodón sets and he fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. Keishel is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out. Rodón sets, fires, and the runner is on the way. And the ball is not handled. That is another stolen base. And Rodón sets and fires, and the pitch is right in the heart of Broadway. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is lined to center field. Grisham is charging, and he makes a nice basket catch for the final out. Hey, Jake. For those of you that have just hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And the Bucks and the Texans have started the third quarter. And the Bucks have the ball at their own 48-yard line. Mayfield drops back. He's being chased, and he is going to be sacked. Fourth down. There's about 12 minutes left in the third quarter. It is 4th and 8, and the punting team is coming on. Give me 1 second. And the first pitch to Stanton is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. Stanton is 0 for 1 on the night with a struck out looking in the first. And the pitch is all the way, and Stanton fouls it back. Count is now 0-2. And Richardson sets and fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Richardson sets and fires, and Stanton swings and misses. And that is the second strikeout of the night for Stanton. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. Jazz's first at bat, he struck out on 3 pitches. And Richardson sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz looks at it right down the heart of Broadway. Count is 0-1. And Richardson sets, fires, and Jazz swings on the splitter. Count is 0-2. Richardson sets and fires, and the pitch is out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. Oh my God. Jazz is rung up on a pitch that is completely out of the strike zone and low. Ridiculous. ABS. And the first pitch hit to Goldie is called strike one. Goldie is 1 for 1 with a single in his first at bat. Richardson sets, and Goldschmidt fouls this one back. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Goldschmidt swings and misses. Richardson strikes out the side. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the fourth is Lewis, Wallner, and McCusker. For those of you that are here, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Hey, Charles. And go figure. Jazz is having words with Barber. Coming up to bat is Lewis. And the first pitch is on the way. And this one is a towering pop fly to right field. Judge is under it. Is going to make the play for the first out. One pitch and one out. Those of you who've just hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Coming up to bat is Wallner. Wallner walked in the second and stole a base. And Rodón sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it's swung on and missed. Count as 0-1. Rodón sets and fires, and the pitch is foul down the first base line. Count is 0-2. Well, Charles, this umpire sticks. He's calling everything a strike that's not in the strike zone. Rodón sets and fires, and the ball is tapped to Rodón. He's going to flip it to Goldie for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is McCusker. And the first pitch is swung on and hit to McMahon. McMahon gobbles it up and fires to first to record the third out of the inning. Coming up to bat in the top of the fifth is going to be Ryan McMahon, Jose Caballero, and Austin Wells. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing? And we're going to touch the Major League scoreboard. As you know, in this game, the Yankees are trailing 1-0 going to the top of the fifth. In the bottom of the seventh, the Cubs lead the Pirates 4-0. In the bottom of the seventh, the Braves are now leading the Nationals 8-1. In the top of the sixth, the Rays lead the Blue Jays 1-0. In the bottom of the fifth, the Reds lead the Cardinals 3-1. In the top of the fourth, the Orioles and the Sox are tied at 1 apiece. In the bottom of the third, the Astros lead the Rangers 2-0. Coming up at 9:40 is going to be the Giants versus the Diamondbacks, Sting versus Gallen, and at 10:10, Phillies versus the Dodgers, Suarez versus Bonda. And that is your Major League scoreboard for the day. And the first pitch to McMahon is in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Richardson sets and fires, and this one is fouled off. Count is 0-2. McMahon grounded into a fielder's choice in the first inning and stole the base. And the pitch is on the way, and wow. It catches the top of the strike zone, but it is called ball one. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three and the first out of the inning. That is Richardson's fourth strikeout in a row. Actually, fifth straight strikeout in a row. Richardson is at 66 pitches. Caballero is up to bat. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. And the first pitch is on the way, and it catches the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Richardson sets and fires, and the splitter is down in the dirt. Count is even at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is lined into right field or left field. And Caballero is going to be in there with a stand-up double. So that is the Yankees' second hit of the night. Wells is up to bat, and the first pitch is hammered down the right field line, but it is foul. Count is 0-1. And Richardson sets. Caballero is bouncing, and he is going to be picked off. Ridiculous base running error. And the pitch is swung on and missed by Wells. Count is now 0-2. And Woods Richardson sets and fires, and the pitch is called ball one. It is 1-2. That one was definitely in the strike zone. And Richardson sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled down the third base line. Count is going to remain 1-2. Richardson sets and fires, and this pitch is hammered to center field. It is a lazy fly ball, and Buxton is waiting on it to make the play for the third out of the inning. No runs, a hit, and nobody left. Pitiful offensive display by the Yankees today. Coming up to bat for the Twins in the bottom of the fifth is Lee, Parada, and Julian. And Lee steps up to the plate. Rodón sets, and this one is hit deep to left field, and this one is gone. So that is a leadoff home run for Lee, and the Twins now lead 2-0. Oh boy. That one left his bat at 96 miles an hour, and left went 355 feet. So the Twins take a 2-0 lead on the Yankees in the bottom of the fifth. And the first pitch to Parada is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Rodón sets and fires, and the pitch paints the outside corner. Count is 1-1. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is down low. Man, I've seen that called a strike all night long, but not to Rodon. Count is 2-1. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 3-1. Rodon is only at 66 pitches. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is now full, 3-2. Rodon only has one strikeout on the night. And Rodon sets and fires, and the ball is flied to shallow right. Judge is coming on, and he's going to make the play for the first out of the inning. And the pitch is chopped foul. Julian is 1-for-1 on the night with a single in his first at bat. Count is 0-1. And Rodon sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-2. And Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 1-2. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is chopped foul. Count is going to Rebade, 1-2. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is hammered into right field. Judge is going to field it and fire it back into Jazz. That is Julian's second hit of the night. Buxton is coming up to bat. He is 0-for-2 on the night with a line out and a strikeout. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is flied to left field, and it's going to drop in for a hit. Bellinger fields it and shoots it into second. That is back-to-back singles for the Twins. Runners at first and second with one out. Coming up to bat is Martin. He is 0-for-2 on the night with a base on balls. And the first pitch is called strike one. I think it was off the plate. Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is just inside. Count is 1-1. Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is 1-2. Rodón checks out the rotor at second, sets, and fires, and the ball is grounded to Caballero. He flips to Jazz, who relays to first. So that is going to be the 6-4-3 double play. But not before Lee hits a solo shot home run, give the Twins a 2-0 lead. Coming up to bat is going to be Grisham, Judge, and Bellinger. Add back to the Bucks Texans game. There's 2 minutes 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Bucks have the ball on the Texans 36-yard line. It is 2nd and 1. Ball is handed off, and there is a nice run. Going to be first down. Looks like there's a Texan down on the field injured. Stanton is hitting cleanup. Judge is hitting out of the 2-hole. Hey, Letty, how you doing? And the first pitch to Grisham is lined into center field. It is right at Buxton, and that is 1 pitch and 1 out. My favorite freaking combination. All rise, the judge is in the chamber. And the pitch is on the way, and it is inside to the captain. Count is 1-0. Judge walked to the first and hit a line drive to right field. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low for ball 3. Count is 3-0. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now 3-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up high. I think it was in the strike zone, but it's called ball 4 as Judge heads to first base. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. And Richardson sets and fires, and the slider is in there for call. Strike 1 on the outside portion of the plate. Count is 0-1. Cody has a strikeout and a pop out on the night. Richardson sets, and the pitch is down low. Count is now 1-1. And Richardson sets, fires, and this pitch is popped up. And Lewis is going to head to the fence, and that is foul. Count is 1-2. And Richardson sets. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger swings at a pitch out of the strike zone. So that is Richardson's 10th strikeout of the night, a career high. Stanton is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low and away. Count is 1-0. Adams is warming up in the Twins bullpen. Woods Richardson is at 85 pitches. And the pitch is on the way, and Stanton swings and misses. Count is 1-1. And Woods Richardson sets and fires, and the splitter is down low. Count is 2-1. Hey, Dennis. And the pitch is on the way. And that one looks inside, but it is called strike 2. Count is evened at 2-2. And the pitch bounces in the dirt. It's going to go all the way back to the screen. The judge is going to head to second on the wild pitch. And Richardson sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is foul down the field line. And we're going to reset it and do it again. And Richardson sets, fires, and this pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains full at 3-2. And the pitch is on the way. It Stanton swings and misses for the 11th strikeout of the night for Woods Richardson, a career high. And as we head to the bottom of the 6th, the Twins lead the Yankees 2-0. Coming up to bat is Keachel, Lewis, and Wallner. And in the heading to the top of the ninth, the Cubs lead the Pirates 4-0. In the bottom of the 8th, the Braves lead the Nationals 8-3. In the bottom of the 7th, the Rays lead the Blue Jays 1-0. In the bottom of the 6th, the Cardinals lead the Reds 4-3 now. In the top of the fifth, the White Sox and the Orioles are locked up at 1. In the top of the fifth, the Rangers and the Astros are tied at 2 apiece. At 9:40, the Giants and the Diamondbacks will get underway, and at 10:10, the Phillies and the Dodgers will do the same. For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And Rodon sets and fires, and the first pitch is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Rodon sets. And there is timeout called by the umpire. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Rodon sets, and the pitch is on the way and fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. And Rodon sets, fires, and the pitch is down in the dirt. Count is 1-2. Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is way out of the strike zone. Count is evened at 2-2. And Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is down 3-2. The 0-2 to 3-2. Rodon is at 84 pitches. And he sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on, but it's going to get away from Wells, and that is going to Keuchel is going to make it to first, so there is a runner at first, nobody out. That should be a pass ball. And that's Rodon's second strikeout. The next pitch to Lewis is in the dirt. Count is 1-0. And Rodon sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. It looks like Weaver and Leiter are warming up in the pen. Rodon sets and fires. The pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is the second strikeout of the inning, but the first out. Coming up to bat is Wallner. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a base on balls and a stolen base. And the first pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Rodón sets, fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is evened at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And Rodón sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is foul straight back as the runner was going. And the batter calls timeout. And in the Buccaneers Texans game, the Texans have the ball on Bucks 1 yard line. It is 2nd and goal. Rodón sets and fires, and that pitch is popped up. McMahon is running, and he is not going to make it. McMahon slides into the fence in the dugout. Count is going to remain 1-2. And Rodón sets, and he throws over to first to chase Keuchel back. Wallner has a 1-2 count on him. Rodón sets, and he fires over to first. Second disengagement. And Rodón sets. Pitch is swung and a miss. And second is stolen. Yeah, I think that Wells threw him out at second. Caballero laid a quick tag on that one. And the call is overturned on Yankees challenge, and the runner is out. And as we head to the top of the seventh, Chisholm, Goldschmidt, and McMahon will be coming up to bat. I'm curious who the Twins will be bringing in. So, can the Yankees pull their heads out of their butts and actually get something going on in this inning? Or to quote my grandson, who is a Yankees fan, let's go Yankees. Len, I am sure hoping so. It wasn't a great Sunday for me. My Chiefs got their asses handed to them by the Eagles. And obviously, the Yankees took it on the chin yesterday, too. Funderburk is coming in. And Funderburk sets, and the first pitch is inside to Jazz. Count is 1-0. Jazz is over 2 other night with a pair of strikeouts. And the next pitch is a sweeper inside for ball 2. Count is 2-0. And the ball is grounded to Keishel. He fires to Julian for the first out. Freaking spectacular. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. 1 for 2 on the night with a single in the second. So he holds one of the 2 Yankee hits. Yeah. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike 1. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And the next pitch is a sweeper down low. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is down low again. Count is evened at deuce. And the pitch is all the way. And this one is fouled off. And the pitch is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 3-2. And the pitch is hammered to the first baseman. Julian is going to pick it up and take it himself. And that is the second out of the inning. Ryan McMahon coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a fielder's choice. And the first pitch is on the way. Fastball is in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon swings and misses. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way. Sweeper is off the plate. Count is even at 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Check swing is upheld. Count is now full. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call, strike three. And that is going to do it for the Yankees. Hey, John Boy, welcome to the stream. For those of you that haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And for our Major League scoreboard, in the bottom of the ninth, the Braves lead the Nationals 11-3. In the top of the eighth, Blue Jays have evened it up, and it is 1-1 against the Rays. In the middle of the bottom of the seventh, the Reds lead the Cardinals 6-4. In the top of the sixth, the O's and the White Sox are tied at 1. In the bottom of the fifth, the Rangers have a 3-2 lead on the Astros. And they are warming up in the Diamondbacks Giants game this evening. Tang is going to be facing Gallen. And the late night game is the Phillies and the Dodgers, Suarez versus Banda. And the only game that's in the books is the Cubs beating the Pirates 4-0. And Luke Weaver is coming into the game. And it looks like Larnach is going to pinch hit for Cusher. Ed Weaver sets and fires, and the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. Sleepwalking. Yeah, you could say that. And Weaver sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is evened at 1-1. And Weaver sets. And he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Weaver sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled down the third base stands. And Weaver sets, fires, and the pitch is hit into right field. Cutting over is Judge, and Larnach is going to end up with a stand-up double. Lee is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a solo shot home run against Rodón. And the first pitch looks like it was a strike to me, but it's call ball one. And the pitch is hammered into right field, and that is going to bounce off the wall. And another run is going to score. And Lee is going to stop at second with an RBI double. So the Twins now have a 3-0 lead on the Yankees. And the greatest shows bunt, jabs at it and misses. Count is 0-1. And bunt is showed again. This time it has got down. Weaver bobbles it and throws to first. Takes the out. He had the out at third, but he did not field it cleanly. So the sacrifice is successful. And the out is 1-4. Now the infield is being brought in. Julian is up to bat. He is 2 for 2 on the night with a pair of singles. Weaver sets and fires, and the first pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Weaver sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 2-0. And Weaver sets. The pitch is off the plate. Count is now 3-0. And the pitch is off the plate. And that is a 4-pitch walk. No pitches were even close. So Byron Buxton is coming up to bat. The Twins have runners at first and third with nobody out, or one out. Buxton is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the night with a strikeout and a single. And in the Bucks Texans game, Texans get a field goal, and the score is now 14-13. And Weaver sets. Cutter is way off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Weaver sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And Weaver sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is now 3-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled into Rice's head. Count is 3-2. And Weaver sets. And the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Actually, I think that was a strike, but he just got squeezed on it, and that is ball 4. Bases are now juiced full of Twins. Why in the hell is Boone not coming out to pull Weaver? Martin is 0 for 3 on the night. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Weaver sets. Fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2. And Weaver sets. And the pitch is down in the dirt. Good block by Wells. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is low and outside. Count is evened at 2-2. And with 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Nick Chubb rushes for 25 yards and scores a touchdown, putting the Texans up 19-14. And Weaver sets. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is now full. No place to put them. Bases are juice full of Twins, and only 1 out. And the pitch is on the way. And this one is ripped inside third base. It kicks off the sidewall. Bellinger fills it. 2 runs are going to score. 3 runs are going to score. And that is a bases clearing double. And it is now 6-0 for Minnesota. So the Twins now lead 6-0. So Duvall is going to end up coming in.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
Well, that was an extremely sucky outing for Weaver. And the Texans' 2-point attempt fails. Score is 19-14 Texans. Bucks have the ball on their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Mayfield takes a snap, fires a screen that is going to be taken for 11 yards. And the 2-minute warning hits. Glenn, I couldn't even begin to tell you why that move was not made. Sandoval steps off the mound and chases the runner back to second. Sandoval sets and he fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike one. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-1. Sandoval sets, fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. And the runner goes, and the ball gets away. Barton is going to steal third base. Sandoval sets. Pitch is down low. Count is now full, 3-2. Duvall sets, fires, and the pitch is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is going to remain 3-2. Duvall sets and fires, and the pitch is off of, and that is going to get it to the outfield. And Martin is going to score, so it's now 7-0. And the pitch to Lewis is down low. Count is 1-0. And Duvall sets, and the pitch is fouled back. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is down low. Count is 2-1. And Duvall sets, fires, and that line drive is caught by McMahon. He fires to first for the double play to end this inning, thank God. But not before the bullpen allows 5 runs. Coming up in the top of the 8th is going to be Caballero, Wells, and Grisham, 8, 9, and 1. And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and subscribe if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth. Immediately following this game, switch over to NY Yankee Mania with Joe and Evan for the post-game review. I recommend switching over there because I'm sure there's going to be a fireworks display. And in the Blue Jays Rays game, they're going to the 10th inning. Top of the 10th. Score is tied 1-1. And it looks like Adams is coming in to pitch the 8th. Ben Rice is pinch hitting for Jose Caballero. And the first pitch is off the plate for ball 1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 1. Adams sets and he fires, and it looks like the pitch catches the outside of the strike zone, but it is called ball 2. Count is 2-1. And Adams sets and he fires, and the pitch is way up high. Count is now 3-1 on Rice. And Adams sets, fires, and the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 2. Count is now full. Adams sets and he fires, and Rice foul tips the ball into the glove of the catcher for the strikeout. And in the Buccaneers Texans game, it is second and goal with 9 seconds left. And the pitch to Wells is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Wells fouls the pitch off. And in the Jays-Rays game, the Jays failed to score in the top of the 10th. Rays are coming up to bat. Adams sets and he fires, and this pitch is lined up the middle, but it is going to be fielded by Lee. Lee is going to shoot it to Julian at first for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a walk in the third. And the Buccaneers are going to run the ball into the end zone for a touchdown, giving them a 2019 lead with 6 seconds left. And it looks like the Bucs are going for a 2-point conversion. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. And Adams sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1 on Grisham. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is now 3-1. And Adams sets. Pitch is on the way, and it catches the outside corner for call, strike 2. Count is now full. Mayfield is in the shotgun formation. Adams sets, fires, and the pitch is down low for ball 4. And Mayfield does not complete the pass. So with 6 seconds left in the game, the Buccaneers will be kicking off to the Texans. They will have a 1-pitch Hail Mary. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. Adams sets and fires, and the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Nobody was holding him, and Grisham takes second on defensive indifference. And Adams sets. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. Judge is 0 for 1 on the night with a line out on the warning track to right field and has a pair of walks. And Adams sets. And he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 3-0 on the captain. So this is probably going to be an intentional walk. And the pitch is off the plate, and that is going to be ball 4. As the captain strips his gear off. And that is the second straight 2-out walk. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. He is 0 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts, hoping to avoid the golden sombrero. And in the Buccaneers Texans game, And I am back. And the fly ball going into the stands is being challenged. And after the review, they reviewed it as a catch. So as we head to the bottom of the eighth, Wallner, Larnack, and Lee will be coming up to bat. Looks like Tim Hill will be heading to the bump. What a freaking shit show this has been. And Anthony Volpe is coming in to play shortstop. And the first pitch is pop to center. Grisham is going to make the play, and that is one away. And Hill sets and fires. And the pitch is in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Hill sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Larnack. And even worse note, Blue Jays have taken a 2-1 lead in the top of the or headed to the bottom of the 11th. And the pitch is on the way, and that is called strike three. Brooks Lee is coming up to bat. 2 for 3 on the night with a double and a home run. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. And the next pitch paints the outside corner. Count is 0-2. And pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. And the pitch is popped up. Bryce is tracking it behind the plate, and he fails to make the catch. And the pitch is chopped to Volpe. Volpe fills it and fires it across the diamond for the third out of the inning. The Hill works a 1-2-3 eighth inning. Coming up to bat in the ninth for the Yankees is Stanton, Chisholm, and Goldschmidt. And the first pitch to Stanton is down low for ball one. Pearson Ole is on the bump. And the pitch is in there for call, strike one. And the next pitch is down in the dirt. Count is 2-1. And it looks like there's a pitch cobb issue, so they're headed to the mound. And the pitch is on the way. Stanton swings over the changeup. Count is evened at 2-2. And the pitch is out of the way, and it is off the plate. Count is now full on Big G. Big G is 0 for 3 on the night with the hat trick. And the next pitch is foul tipped into the glove. So Stanton has the golden sombrero on the night. And the first pitch to Jazz is low, ball one. And the pitch is out of the way, and it is in there for call. Strike. What? Count is what and what? And the next pitch is down low for ball one or ball two. Count is 2-1. And the ball is tap foul down first base line. Count is 2-2. I don't give a shit about the color of that goose. And Ole sets and fires, and Jazz grounds this one to Lee. And he fires it for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Carl Goldschmidt. And it's official. The Blue Jays have beaten 2-1. And the first pitch is going to paint the outside corner for call, strike one. And in the Chargers Raiders game, the score is tied at 3-3 with 8:44 in the first. And the next pitch to Goldschmidt is down in the dirt. And Ole sets and fires, and this is a slow roller to the pitcher. He fires to first for the third out, and the Yankees lose this game 7-0. And now fall 5 games behind the Blue Jays. Yankees did not show, did not play inspired ball, did not hit. Struck out ridiculous amounts of time. However, I do want to thank everybody for taking time to watch a little bit of baseball here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. Before I shut it down, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. I recommend handing over to NY Yankee Mania with Joe for a post-game review. Let's go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great night.